Alright, guys.
You want me?
I want you, baby.
My sugar boo. I'm levitating. The Milky Way. Something, something. Hey everybody! I'm Sam.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Will. We are
Working Titles! It was like the steam noise.
What was?
What you just did.
Oh, yeah.
Like a warrior.
We're back with Attack on Titan, motherfuckers. We're back with Attack on Titan, lovely individuals who watch our stuff. This is Season 4, Episode 80. From you 2,000 years ago.
Okay, what was the first episode called?
From you 2,000 years in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Full circle.
There we go. Last on, Eren did it from the start.
Yeah.
He is the culprit, supposedly, as Will calls the original Attack Titan, maybe the final Attack Titan, the biggest influencer, maybe even influenced the writer, some people are saying.
I love that comment. I love that so much.
Him staring at Isayama or however you say his name, just be like, write this.
Yeah.
Zeke got what he wanted, a confession from Grisha that he loves him, and Grisha is giving Zeke a warning that you need to stop Eren. Because something's coming.
Because there is no stopping Eren.
Yeah.
And he saw a glimpse into the future and he said it wasn't good. How are you guys feeling?
I'm sweating.
I'm good, man. I'm ready.
You guys ready to jump in?
I'm excited.
Alright, cool. So guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content. If you want to check out some of our other shows like Full Metal and The Witcher, we have those available for you on Patreon a week in advance before they come out on YouTube. Even if they don't come out 1 week, they will still always appear on Patreon ahead of time, so you can check those out. We also have OVAs as well for Attack on Titan. A Mikasa OVA, a Jean OVA, and like a Jean Eren Historia OVA. So if you want to check those out, please do so.
Check out the OVA. Fuck that up. Check out the OVA. Fucked it up.
I did keep doing YMCA.
I know.
And guys, Zymark Substitute, if y'all want to check out Attack on Titan, go whatever anime streaming service you prefer, and come back to YouTube and watch your boys Working Titles reactions. We're gonna punch it. Wow!
Oh, for
Titties! What? I love them! Oh, God.
This is in 2D.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh.
Damn.
Whoa. Oh.
Oh my god, that's why his eyes were different! Cause Eren? No?
Oh.
Maybe? I don't know! I don't know, man.
I think all the Attack Titans have green eyes.
He ripped her head off.
You're right, maybe they do. That is fucking wild.
No, but in the flashback, his eyes were purple.
Oh, there,
Right
there.
there, right now.
Because he
Because he
gets
ate her.
The founding Titan. Right, I'm sorry.
Oh, my fucking...
Oh, oh my god.
Why are you giving me this scene again?
Yeah,
I don't want this again.
This hurts so bad last time.
Only Eren gets what he wants.
I hate this. This is so fucking sad, man. Ugh.
The voice actor's so good.
Oh, frick, yeah. You have to stop Eren. The demon child.
That fucking demon over there, man. There he is.
Oh my
shit.
god.
Essentially, yeah.
What would he have shown him?
Yeah, what would he shown that would have convinced him? Oh. Wow. Oh.
She won't listen to you, bro.
Oh shit.
See? Oh god, is he gonna break his own arms?
Probably.
He's done it before.
Yeah, Eren didn't see all of the stuff.
Ew.
Oh god! Oh my god! Oh!
Ah! No! Look at him!
Oh,
Such a
Christ.
sprinter!
You can't stop her.
What does that even mean? Ah! Music. Oh, TK2.
すごいよヒストリア
Oh my
もう
gosh.
こんなに読めるようになるなんて
That was the thumbnail.
Those two?
Her.
お姉ちゃんが教えてくれるからヒストリアをもうちょっと女の子らしくしないと
Oh.
はい噛んではいよくできま
Which
した
this should probably mean we're getting Historia again.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
女の子らしくって何女の子らしくっていうのはこの子みたいな女の子のことかな
Ah, yes,
こ
the
の子
devil.
好きでしょ
Man.
Show me.
This is a throwback.
Look, her eyes are bleeding.
Oh, yeah,
い
yeah,
つも
yeah.
他の
Ymir.
人を思いやってる優しい子だからね
Oh! It's time.
Oh my god, this is a flashback.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
Holy
actually
shit.
time.
Whoa.
It's actually time.
Why do they all look like
Why didn't they show eyes?
Yeah.
Frick, dude!
Whoa. Oh. Frickin' Vikings, man.
Yeah.
Vikings.
With some puns.
Oh, that's so
この世
weird.
界は辛くて
We're watching Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh god, cutting out their tongues.
みんなから愛される人になって
Oh my god. Are they blind and mute?
They're just slaves.
付き合いながら
The color palette's so
行かなきゃ
wild.
いけないんだよ
Mm-hmm.
この中に豚を逃がした者がいる名乗り出よ
What's up with all the
出な
eyes?
ければ全員から片目をくり目玉
Everyone loses an eye?
What the heck? Look at all of them.
Oh boy, they point to Ymir.
Oh my god.
Oh, snap.
Horrible.
よかろうお前は自由だ
You're free.
Oh.
Oh my gosh!
That's so fucking awful. Oh!
Bro, this is like Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this makes me so sad. They take her one eye, I guess?
Yeah. Yggdrasil?
Tree of life.
Yeah.
Coordinate?
Both,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is easily our tree, finally.
Get in there.
Run away!
What the fudge?
It's like a cave.
So it's like an actual tree? What?
It's a redwood.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
She's in tree layer.
Yeah. Is this why that one Titan picked up Ymir and put her in a tree?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about that. The reason the Warhammer forms trees, why the path's a giant tree, but it's actually like a tree. Whoa!
What the is that her, like, nervous system? It's a fucking parasite. Did Sam really call that shit? There's no way.
It's an alien.
Oh! Oh my god, she looks awful.
What?
Oh, that's a monster. Oh, that's so...
What is happening? Wait, what?
お前はよく働いた。我が部族エルディアは随分と大きくなった。
So she's just been used as a weapon or something?
我の子供で
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
It's not a reward.
いつも名のもと生き回れ滅ぼせ
Oh God.
Oh my gosh, it's just like our Historia.
Historia.
The eyes, okay, the eye things throw me off.
Yeah,
This is
it
so
is.
weird. Just a giant war tool.
Whoa, she had a
Oh,
lot
man.
of kids.
9 of them?
Bro.
Maybe that's
9
how
of
we
them?
get the different... Yeah.
9 shifters from her.
Yeah.
It's either that or 3 children.
Got
Damn
3
it.
kids.
Or it's the 3 children, 3 walls we were talking about
You're
a long
right.
time ago.
Yeah.
Which freaking
They
means
eat her?
they're gonna freaking eat the mom, dude.
Yeah.
No!
Because that's the king. That's
Yeah.
Lord Dracula
No.
from season 2, dude.
Yeah, it
No, no,
That's what
no,
we're getting.
No, they're not gonna eat it.
This is like Rome. This is weird, dude. This is crazy. Oh my god.
Wait, did she change sides? Oh, never mind.
Oh.
She took it for him.
You're right.
Oh, so that's why, dude. This is so nuts.
Holy
お
shit.
前がやりごときで死なぬことは分かっておる。
Dude, this guy's like
我
complete.
が奴隷ユミルよ。
What a horrible fucking human being, honestly.
Okay, please show how this thing works. Oh.
食え、娘たちよ。何としてでもユミルの力を引き継ぐのだ。ユミルの体をすべて
There's no way. Mario Rose and Senna, you're right.
Oh,
Dude,
Dude, it's crazy. The first 3 paths. That's what it is.
yeah.
So the paths is the shifters. The first 3 people. Okay, so whoa.
There's a lot.
Oh my gosh! Just spread out through all Eldians.
Feed their spines to me.
Yo.
背骨はここから超え。
Why 9?
Yeah, why are there 9 Titan shifters specifically? That doesn't make sense. Oh, this poor girl.
Yeah.
Is
What is she
building
making?
She's the Titans.
Oh.
She's literally forming them from this like clay sand.
What? Zeke was talking about that. Like every single Titan she gets to make. Colossal. Bro, that sucks. You just
Yeah.
living your life forging them every time they need your help.
Holy sh!
Oh no, dude.
This is something
no,
different.
Because she makes every single of the colossals in the walls.
俺がこの世を終わらせてやる。俺に力を貸せ。お前は奴隷じゃない。神でもない。ただの人だ。誰も従わなくていい。お前が決めていい。決めるのはお前だ。
Oh my
お
god.
前がやめ。やめろ。
He can get her to stop it.
何をしている。いるいる。俺の命令に。俺をここまで導きたのはお前なのか。今すぐやれ。
Ymir was looking for the one to save her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been waiting this whole time for him.
2000年前から誰かを
For someone.
Chains.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Wait, they're gonna touch again in here.
Oh my god, she's got Eren's face.
She's back.
Eren's like, look.
She's like alive. What is happening?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Ah, what?
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
She's reattaching him.
Yeah!
She's reattaching his head.
happening?
Oh my god.
Whoa. Oh, what just happened to him?
Oh my god. What the fuck?
The wall, the rumbling.
Oh, dude,
it's rumbling
fucking
time, bitches.
It's happening. It is happening.
Oh god.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Let's go. Back in. Fuck your block.
Fuck you, piece of shit. I hope you crumble in the rumble.
Please die, Gabby.
No, save Gabby.
Protect her. She didn't know any better.
Dude.
Oh my god, the wall's falling. The wall's falling. The wall's falling.
Oh my lord.
This is more momentous.
That's
than
just
Game of
one nipple.
Oh! They're so big. What the hell?
Oh my god.
Oh no, this is not good, guys. This is really not good.
Bitch.
He said he's gonna end the world.
Ew. Oh.
Save her.
Oh. Oh, that's the halfway point. I thought we were at the end of the episode.
Coming into contact with something, it said. Quotations. What is this?
It's fucking
Is this
Eren,
Eren's
dude.
new form?
Whoa! He looks like a dragon.
Yeah, he does. What the fuck, Ethan?
He's the ribcage. He's the ribcage.
It's that thing from the intro, yeah.
He's the ribcage.
聞こえない僕たちが勝ったエレンが死
Is she deaf?
した
Why can't she hear him?
Why? They're fast. Look at them. They're fast.
They're probably like, oh shit.
Yeah, because Zeke fucking failed, dude.
Yeah.
Is Zeke alive? What happened with Zeke?
I don't know.
Oh my god, is there more coming behind them?
Oh my god.
Did he own?
Yeah, all of them. I told you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
We're
God.
lucky this is just Shingekinokyojin.
だけならこんなに必要ないよ
No, he's going after the whole world.
こんなに
全てのユミルのために積む
Whoa.
It's Eren.
What, dude?
エレンの声が
俺の名はエレン・イエーガー
Eren Yeager.
始祖の巨人の力を介し全てのユミルの民へ
Bro, I love this.
Yeah.
Get here.
全て
He's
の
here
神
too.
Oh
を
no.
唱え俺が生まれ育ったパラディ島の人々を守ることにあるしかし世界は
And he's
パラ
dead.
ディ島の人々が死滅する
Not just the island, everybody.
この島のみならず全てのユミルの民が殺され尽くすまで止まらないだろう
Historia.
俺はその望みを拒む
Oh my god.
彼の巨人はこの島の外にある全ての
That's the thumbnail.
を踏み鳴らすそこにある命を
Oh
この世から駆逐するまで
That.
damn, that was a fast fucking episode.
が正義の証明貫けば英雄に近づいたその目を通して震えて
He's literally going to kill everyone.
Yeah. Can Eren even return to that form? His human form? Now?
I mean, why wouldn't he be able to?
Okay. That was episode 80 from you 2,000 years ago.
Sam was right.
About what?
It's aliens. Or was that you?
I don't know what that thing is.
It's a parasite.
I mean,
It's not
yeah.
from Earth.
Well, I mean,
Well, we don't
well,
know.
I don't know.
We don't
that.
know.
It was in a pit. It was in
It
a
was in a
hole.
tree within a tree.
It was in a tree within. It was in water underneath a cave underneath a tree.
Yeah, that's not how I pictured this happening. Okay. Yeah, I mean... Okay, let's just start at the beginning. Let's just start before we go into all that craziness. So, we quickly pick up with Frida and Grisha fighting. So we did get to see a little cool fight. It was 2D.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did. I know it's just harder to do 2D, but I'm just a sucker for 2Ds. So, I always would prefer it to be that, but... it is what it is. Why do you think we returned to that, though? You know, I don't really know. Why we would have to...
Why we had to see the fight even after the last episode?
Well, also considering, considering they kind of insinuated they fight, because we all know it because we saw it in Season 3.
Yeah, I don't really know what was the purpose of it. Maybe just to add more salt to the wound of...
I can just let it play while it's muted.
Yeah. Having more salt for the wound of Grisha being upset because of what he had done. You know what I mean? Like, because last episode it was like, I did it, I killed it. Like, we didn't get the part of Grisha spinning in circles, freaking out. Like, they didn't replay that part this episode. But it's like, instead of replaying that whole performance, they gave us literally him with his bare hands crushing alive the children. You know what I mean?
It's weird. I feel like Eren actually has inhabited more of the looks of the other Titans.
Mm-hmm. The Jaeger Titans.
Yeah, I feel like the only trait he got from the Jaeger side was the ears.
Yeah.
Because he resembles more Frida, Kruger.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone comes after him at this point, like you're saying, Will, but... Yeah, so the family's dead. We saw Zeke and Grisha recapitulate the moment where he says, you're not going to get what you want from here on out. It's going to be only Eren who gets his wishes.
So you must stop him. We return to the paths. Eren's chained up, and Ymir starts to walk away. Or, well, Zeke has the realization of, like, wait, so you were the one that...
caused everything.
You were the one that coercing our father to do this from so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he hesitated with the Restorationist.
Yeah, even when he hesitated, he knew he couldn't use the Founding Titan, but he entrusts you because of some memory you gave Dad.
Yeah.
Then...
Eren said it's because you let me into Dad's memories?
Yeah, I mean, he made it seem like the whole reason they were able to do that moment right there was because Zeke let him in.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make... I don't understand that, because why would he need Zeke? Because he affected Eren Kruger.
Well, it sounds like... So, this is what I would guess, and I don't know, because we were talking about this last week, like, what all the Titans are capable of universally, or the shifters, because we were saying all of them seem to be able to look back at memories, or, like, trade memories, maybe, because we saw Reiner and Porco. Historia has some little things where she can, like, touch Ymir's paper and, like, do stuff. Eren can affect things, but I think it seems to be, like, the Beast can maybe literally put himself and watch it like a movie, because Eren said, like, without you, I wouldn't have been able to do this. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like either, if it's not a Beast thing, then it's a blood of the King thing. It might be a blood of the King thing, because Historia seems to be able to also have the ability to look back in visceral memories.
So my only question to that is, why was Eren why was Eren able to communicate with Kruger then?
Well, maybe it happens what's coming up.
Yeah, like, unless now Eren has, like, Eren with his new ability and where he's at, maybe he can affect beyond what he needs to.
I would say it's probably that. I'd say maybe that stuff's...
This show's been doing an amazing job of explaining everything, even tying back to the outro of Season 2.
Yeah.
Like, that I feel like it will be addressed. Yeah. But if it doesn't, I'm going to be like, well, that doesn't really make... Like, why does this moment with Zeke matter so much? Not the moment itself, but the moment of Zeke having to be here for it, you know?
Yeah, if I had to guess, it's because Eren didn't have that access. Now, being the God Titan, I would say he can probably do whatever he wants. I feel like he can probably do whatever he wants right now at this point. Sorry, we'll get to Ribcage later.
Zeke tells Ymir
to stop them from reproducing.
to sterilize the whole population essentially.
Eren breaks out.
Eren breaks his own
and
fucking
run towards her.
hands.
Rips his thumbs off.
Yeah, which is disgusting.
And then we get the flashback of Ymir, the origin of her.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
This is definitely, I think this is going to have to be an episode where I rewatch to really know how I feel. I don't know how I really feel about this viewing yet. We just saw a lot. Before we go into depth, how do you feel about Ymir's origin?
It's very depressing.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the anime version of Dracula, how he came up was exactly like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, feeling-wise, it's very sad. Because, like...
She was a slave.
From the beginning to the end of her life, essentially, like, she grew up in a village, and the village gets sacked by Eldians, and she then is now a slave from now until eternity, essentially. And that's brutal, and it's... Honestly, it's just funny because it's perfect for Eren, of all people, to be the one
to break
her out because of just who he is and his idea of freedom and everything.
Mm-hmm. The first Eldian to offer her freedom.
Yeah. I will say, man, I feel like I'm gonna get so much hate for this.
I think I'm gonna get hate for what I'm feeling.
I feel like it's a little underwhelming, and not because it's a bad explanation. I just feel like we should have had more time with this.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
Okay, if we don't get any more Ymir flashback stuff, because what number episode is this?
80.
No, in this season, or in this second half of the season.
It's got to be 6.
2, 3, 4, 5.
This is 5?
5.
Okay, so if we have another 7 episodes, I'm hoping we get more Ymir, because. And not saying, like, I had no idea what I expected to be the initial thing that brought her to Titan. Like, if anybody goes back to watching us during Season 2 when we saw the end credits, we had theorized a lot. I mean, like, literally that's where, like, Sam's, like, aliens parasite thing became a thing, was that moment. Because we were like, is it demons? Is it the devil? Is it God? Is it like genetic mutation science? Is it aliens? Is it parasite? You know what I mean? Like, we went through a whole list of things, and not necessarily that I, wanted it to be, because clearly, like, this story of her accepting this gift from the devil is fictitious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
It's whatever people wanted.
That was what we wanted to portray it to the world as, like, the big bad guys took made a deal with the devil and got this. When in reality, or even if it was like, it kind of feels more like a little girl was tricked into it, where in reality it was more simple than that, and that she just fell in. We just have to get an explanation where the fuck the parasite comes from. If we don't explain that, then I'm like, that was fucking stupid. I mean, like, we're just like, that feels like I know we talked a lot the past couple weeks about people hating the ending and people being like, oh, whatever, and it's the author's story. I'm with you. I'm still with everybody on, like, or I'm still with our idea on.
We'll be happy, whatever it is.
Trusting the author and being happy with what it is. I'm just not very happy with, like, how this is currently portrayed. If we don't get any more.
Yeah, I think it's also hard. It's hard because on the channel, like you said, we theory craft a lot. And I know people have been theory crafting longer than we have. We've only been doing it for a year. But because I've had so much time to digest and think about what I would want the answers to be, I feel like we came pretty darn close.
Yeah.
And because I think I feel like we almost get... There's a lot of stuff in this that, like, fill in the blank wise we didn't know, because we can't know that Roman soldiers and Vikings are going to be the characters in this story. But, like we guessed the 3 daughters back during Season 2. Like, we guessed that those were
Mario, Senna, and Rose,
So, I mean, we didn't know today that the 3 girls... we thought they might be the 9 children of Eldia or whatever, but 3 girls, so we got that right. A creature that's what is the Titans, we kind of guessed. That Ymir would stumble across it, maybe. I think I expected like more fill in the blanks. I don't know. It's so hard because it's so fresh and it's a lot of stuff that we have to take in that I don't know how to feel, because I feel like everything I saw, I kind of already predicted. Or like I thought this was stuff like, yeah, of course. So
it's too obvious?
No, well, it's
It
not too
wasn't
obvious.
that
Remember, like I
obvious.
said, we spend a lot of time breaking it down. So
I mean,
sometimes you can figure out the answers ahead of time.
We've probably spent collectively like 100 hours minimum just talking, not even watching the show. 100 hours just talking on camera of what we thought. You know what I mean? And I think for me too, it's not even necessarily like. Oh, part of it is like, yeah, some fill in the blank stuff, like the children we already knew, but like I feel like the biggest parts were like
The creature.
the creature and the. I guess my thing
Is there any significance with the tree? Sorry.
What you mean, that the tree itself or
where
the
she,
coordinate?
no, where she went.
Well, I mean, I think considering that the tree was bigger than any tree in the area, and it just so happened to have water that underneath had a giant parasite. I mean, that can't be any less of a tie to like what is going on.
Maybe it's
You know what I mean? Like, there's. Sorry, I didn't explain that very well. Let me start over. There is a giant tree in the middle of the woods that is the biggest tree around, i.e., a titan, and the water underneath of it has a parasite in it that allows somebody to grow into a big titan. Like, it's the water, essentially. Like, it's a special water that, you know, kind of like the Fountain of Youth. Like, you jump in, now you're never old. But, you know, you jump in this water, you turn into a fucking monster. Like, so...
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine. What I was trying to say was my problem... Not problem, but the thing I was upset about with this episode is... the parasite just kind of gets dropped in. There's no explanation.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need like a full origin story explanation, because I mean the Ymir explanation is fine with me. I guess I'm just confused on where do 9 Titan shifters come from? That's like the biggest thing.
That's
I'm
where
like, what?
my confusion falls. Is I guess I'm not upset about the parasite because that's what I actually really wanted.
Yeah.
Is because I feel like at the end of the day, it would only be gods or alien to explain what's happening because it's so fantastic. So I guess I'm not underwhelmed. I just think I need to understand the rules of what I'm watching a bit more.
Yeah.
Because
that's fair.
How does a parasite have like rules in place where it forms into 9? Like what's the logist? I know this is like stupid stuff. Like this is no different than asking why there's superpowers in My Hero Academia.
Yeah, but here's the difference though. I get that can be a stupid question of like why are there superpowers in a superpower TV show. That can be a dumb question. But in a world where we're built around specific restrictions, i.e. 13 years to live, i.e. 9 Titan shifters with unique abilities that are different from each other, they look physically different, and they each can access a different ability that is not accessible to the others, but they all come from the same origin point. That's where I'm like, like if you set the parameters and you set up a rule, there needs to be like an explanation as to how it became there. Now, granted, who knows? Maybe the explanation, at least for like 13-year thing, is that she had her ability for 13 years, and when she died, when she took the spear, Ymir, that then capped the life of everybody that receives the Titan ability from that henceforward. You know? Maybe
she was only 13 when she took the spear to the chest.
No.
She couldn't have been.
No.
Oh.
She had children, and they were all. She looked like she was like. She looked like she was like 8,
approaching 20.
Maybe the parasite only existed in the host for 13 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If she dies,
like maybe it's like a mimic parasite, and like this is just me spitballing because I don't know what else to work off of right now. So, say the parasite hooks up to her. She lives 13 years of existence, has the power of the 9. She dies in her 13th year of hosting it, so the parasite, maybe as a parasitic relationship, says, okay, if I want to connect to more people here on out, the best way to do that is to prep to only have a person for 13 years. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of, like, because insects can be intelligent. If they want to better themselves, they try to prep for
Adapt.
what they're going to be connected to.
Yeah.
So I can only be with a human for 13 years, so maybe I'll just kill it myself and get myself a fresh host to connect to.
Yeah.
You know, like this is what we might have to work with, just like how we always might have to work with thin air, because we might not get a full explanation. I'm gonna throw that out there. I feel comfortable with that right now because I don't know if you and I are really gonna get every answer we want based off, because this seems like this may very well be, and I'm gonna have to mentally adjust to it and feel we have to let the other episodes play out and see how I feel later, but
I have
we
something.
might have to do some fill in the blanks.
I don't know if they even explained it at all. What does the king have to do with any of this? More specifically, the royal blood part.
I think...
What?
Okay, actually, after you said that, and now that what you said, now I have a comfortable understanding, I feel like.
Okay.
I also want to say, too, if anybody's mad of our initial feelings...
I'll put a little subtext in the beginning to say, hold your thoughts.
Well, but here's the thing, too, is like we talk through the episode and our opinions change because we each can give each other like a different understanding of like me. I sat here and I was confused about what was happening. You gave a little thought with what you said there. Now my brain is connected and now I figured it out a little bit more.
Okay.
So I think that the parasite, you're right, is mimicking whatever life or... situations that happened with its original host.
Yeah.
The original connection with humans happened in this instance right here.
Okay.
So, for example, she probably lived 13 years.
Yeah.
She died at 13 years. So now no Titan shifter can live for 13 years after.
Yeah.
She was a slave to the king.
That's
and so now,
exactly.
now because
Exactly.
of that, her...
That's
It's like the
next
parasite
thing.
imbued. It's just like how the king that decided to be a pessimist, or not a pessimist, pacifist. It just like the king that decided to be a pacifist imbued his will onto every founding Titan preceding him.
Yeah.
Not preceding, but like going forward from that point. That is what this original Titan is doing for all Titan shifters, period. So because she was a slave to the king and she only lived 13 years means that now the founding Titan... Well, the founding Titan as in Ymir specifically is still a slave to whoever is like the king, which is the founding Titan itself.
Yeah. Okay. I was theory crafting as you were talking, so forgive me.
Yeah,
I think I have
fine.
another counter thing to add.
That's fine.
Because I was just thinking of how we've been operating in the new modern sense of trying to break free of wills or add new rules or request new law to be set.
Yeah.
They all go to Ymir to do it, but that Ymir wouldn't have the parasite anymore. It would just be a past user without the thing. So maybe it's because whoever currently has the founding in their neck goes and gets close to the original parasite, maybe because it mimics the original host's encounters, you can only change the new laws by going back to the original person to request anything
Makes
new,
sense.
set a new order into place
sense.
by
Yeah.
visiting the original. Because if the parasite's mimicking only the original host, it will only set its laws based off the request of the original.
Possibly.
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 You know, it's the other thing too, also, which makes sense why Ymir only listens to Eldians,
gosh.
is Ymir is an Eldian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ymir was
Yep.
Ymir was not an Eldian,
Oh.
so that's why
So every
she
single
only listens to like a Fritz Reese Eldian.
So anybody could be a Titan if this host wasn't such a mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all our problems, all the people calling people devils, is all just because a parasite was a
Hooked on
nationalist in and of itself. Decided that this is my favorite person. I got to host off their blood, and now that's the only person I'm going to live and work with.
Can we go back,
Yes.
or can we pull up
Yes,
the
we can.
part where the king explains what to do after Ymir dies?
When the children are...
Yeah, when they eat mom.
Um,
That was awful. Honestly,
yeah. I
whatever.
also want to go like a little bit frame by frame through some of this.
That's fine.
This might be a little bit of a long discussion, so forgive us. Right now, Ymir just got stabbed and the king's staring at her, just so anyone's not. I'm going to throw it up.
He says, you know what's weird is like, he says, I know you won't die from Ymir's spear, And he tells her to get up, but then they cut her up and eat her. So, like, did she actually die here?
I think with her eyes closing.
Or did she, like, give up the will to live, I guess, at that point, probably?
Ooh, yeah. That's a good point. Why now? Unless the 13 rules isn't because Ymir died right there, because if she fought all those wars and potentially just anyone in the war can die, if she was slain and decided to come back, or the parasite brought her back, maybe it was the parasite that died after 13 years, and it's a parasitic rule. Like, it's just that species that dies.
After 13 years.
But then how would it come back in the other people? Maybe it dies. Maybe, okay. We gotta shoot in the dark, so.
I have one too.
Okay, I'll just say this one. Maybe the parasite, the adult parasite that's on your neck, can exist. Meanwhile, the pool or whatever, the pool, there was a pool, so maybe there's more. Maybe there's baby versions, and then when you drink the blood, just like a sperm, maybe one single one ends up becoming the winner and connects to your body. I don't know. Because do you think Ymir died, or do you think the parasite died right there in that instance? Like, why die here?
I mean, I'm
kind of with you. They died when they were chopping her up.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so,
but I think, like, she lost the will to live and was just kind of like, just let me die. And she probably was like, and he was like, well, we gotta make more. Like, she might have been, like, playing dead, essentially, because she was just like, I just want to die, losing the will to live. And he's like, we're not losing our Titans. Cut her up and feed them to the kids.
What if, like, we've seen, like, Zeke got obliterated and Ymir was building him because she was in that dimension. What if there's nobody in this dimension and she couldn't be repaired right then and there?
That's what I was going to say, too. Because who would have made the Titans prior?
Who would rebuild her, too?
That's a good point.
I don't understand.
And remember when she was dead, there was only 3 of those trees? Or three branches?
Okay. So this is wild, too, because I think I just got an answer for a season 3. Say your thought real quick.
Okay.
Say your thought.
Okay. So you said she's not Eldian. She's a random person?
Well, he says they go and kill and conquer these people, because this is back during times of, like, tribes. And he said, yes, my tribe of Eldia will grow strong.
So she's not Eldian.
I would assume she's not, because they went and killed their people.
Okay.
Well,
the whole thing...
But she had to be Eldian for it to be an Eldian-only parasite, right?
She had Eldian children.
Because of the king?
Okay.
Because of the king.
Okay.
So maybe the Eldian thing only was...
There's the whole Ackerman thing that an Ackerman takes orders from their ruler. What if she was an Ackerman? From very long fucking time ago.
Like, she essentially could be an Ackerman, and...
My heart is like gonna go out of my chest right now.
I'm not even gonna bother with the Ackerman stuff right now. That's a whole other ballpark to have to work.
The only thing that wouldn't make sense about that is that it seems like all of her children end up becoming Titans. So, like, when did, like, her bloodline, like, revert to not being able to be a Titan?
Got me.
That's the only question.
Damn it.
It's a good thought.
It was.
So what were you gonna say? You have a season 3 answer, Sam?
Oh, because I was asking back in the day during Berthold's death, like, what would happen if 2 people ate the thing? Well, we saw
it's
3 people eat, so maybe because it's 9, they each got 3 of the powers of the 9 Titans. Like, one person got the armored, the colossal, and the female. One person got the founding, the cart, and the jaw. That's a horrible tag team, and then somebody else got the last 3, the warhammer, attack, and the beast, whatever.
Well, can we go to, like, his explanation?
Yeah, I want to see it too.
No, just play it out from here.
Feast my daughters, whatever it takes. Ymir's power must be carried on. Eat every last piece of Ymir's body.
It's fucking
3 daughters. Maria, Rose, Cinna.
And then the tree splits into 3. The coordinate became 3.
So I would definitely assume 3 Titans per child. And that makes sense too.
Okay, now there's a bunch more.
That makes sense too, because they wanted Historia to breed so that the next child would be the beast, which doesn't make sense because it would only be a 13-year-old beast, but whatever, at most.
Well, she could... If my daughter dies, feed their spines to my grandchildren. If my daughter dies, feed their spines to my grandchildren. Wait, isn't... Oh. Okay,
the battery's going to die. We're going to take a quick pause.
Yeah.
Hold your thoughts.
I really have to pee.
We'll be right back.
If my daughter dies...
If my daughters die, it says.
Feed their spines to my grandchildren. So how do you get to... Man. How do we get to 9? That's what I...
Right. I don't know.
How?
If I lose it all, slip and fall, I will never watch again. If I lose it all, lose it all, lose it all.
Why would she go back to the king and take orders from him? You have this giant fucking alien ability.
I mean, I think it's because she was, like, essentially brainwashed from, like, you know, a very young age. So she died. They fed every part of her body, Ymir's body, to her children.
Maria, Senna.
And that then split the coordinate into 3 paths, essentially. And then
King died.
the king died. He said, breed more children.
And when you die...
And if they die, my daughters die, feed their spines to my grandchildren. So the 3 kids were forced to have children and then make their kids eat them.
How does the king know it's all about the spine?
I think they probably just figured
If it
it out.
worked.
Well, they chopped up her whole body, and so it was like...
Maybe they saw the parasite.
They
I
could have.
don't know. Maybe
yeah.
they saw it. I don't know.
But I mean, like, if they chopped up her hand, it's like, do you feel any different? Can you transform? Nope. They probably just kept eating little pieces until, you know what I mean? Which, that is so fucked up.
Yes, it is.
Like, extreme.
Also-
that is, like, one of the most fucked up things I've ever seen.
Why would Ymir, why would Ymir, when she unlocked the god-founding Titan, return to the guy?
That's what I said.
I think it's because she's a slave.
Brainwashed.
I think she's brainwashed.
Just natural, like,
well, you gotta think.
you come back to life, you just go and see your prisoner, the one who
Captured.
imprisons you. Like Stockholm Syndrome type of stuff.
I mean, it's essentially probably a Stockholm Syndrome. I mean, you gotta think she was a kid. She didn't have anywhere to go.
Probably very scared.
She was probably scared. She also had her eye stabbed out and it came back. She probably thought she was dead.
Yeah.
And then she comes back and is like, bro, I don't know what's going on.
And then she's taking orders from the king again.
Well,
she transforms.
We will return to the spine stuff. I guess I still want to start at the origin of her story real quick, though. Well, not real quick, but... We return to historian Frida very briefly to have the transition of the devil of all earth and hit the actual Ymir from history. What do you think's up with the artistic choice of all the characters in this past to have no eyes? Or not no eyes, but like they choose to not show eyes in this flashback. What do you think that's about? I really don't know if I have any immediate thoughts on it. I kind of just...
Can you go back
to distracting, I won't lie.
Can you go back to what Frida was saying? I'm sorry, go back a little bit. She tells historians...
Be ladylike.
You gotta be ladylike.
Like this
You should
person.
be like this girl.
Yeah, this is actually...
Do you like I never can remember the name of that. The way it's being filled, it's like sepia or septia.
The color palettes?
Yeah.
For this scene, Historian Frida?
No.
Okay, because I like the other version. I like the other version more from season 3 of
Ymir, the whole Ymir origin is sepia or septia. I can't remember what it's
I
called.
think it's sepia. You're talking about
sepia.
like colors of the penny, heavily
tan.
present. Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
Look at the devil. That looks like the founding titan.
I think people always do that for artistic choice to show, hey, this is a thing from a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily need that for these kind of moments, but I mean, I'm not the freaking one doing the art.
So Frida says, be like Ymir, essentially. She says, like this girl, she's always thinking of other people. She's so kind.
She's caring for
What's with the
people.
water, too?
She's caring for people of the village. Vikings show up. This is, by the way, this is the scene I had saw from the preview. I saw people on horseback charging. That's all I had seen.
Eldians. So Eldians are supposed to be like the Goths or like Norse people.
Yeah. Yeah, this is exactly like the origin of Dracula, too.
Oof. That's so bad, man.
Yeah. But wait, so you guys didn't answer. Do you have any thoughts on the lack of eyes in this depiction?
I need to think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, not even the king. Is that supposed to be the
To
king?
be helpful and loved by everybody.
Probably.
She opens the pig.
Even, like, the slave masters don't even have eyes. Yeah, look at him.
What do you think was up with that? Why was she focused on the couple kissing?
Okay, to answer your eye question, I don't know. I mean, it's clearly like an artistic choice because
Yeah, it's so weird.
of the time. But everyone, it's weird because it would make sense for the slaves because they
Right.
all seem
That's what I was gonna say.
like depressed, sad, even like they seem like zombies essentially. Mindless, lifeless, like beings that are just there. But the weird part is that the Eldians have it too, like
That's
the
the weird
kings.
thing.
That's why I'm like, I don't really understand why. I'm not sure.
Because it gives almost, we're looking at all the people right now, but it gives like almost like a very drone feel to it.
Dread.
Especially with the color, the lack of color.
Yeah,
it feels
it
like
feels
you,
like
you feel
drones.
dead.
Yeah.
You don't really feel a lot of emotion. That's how I felt watching a lot of this, is like I kind of felt dead watching it. I didn't really know how to feel. But yeah, that is a weird, I don't know why they also did Eldians.
And why'd they rat her out? What did she ever do?
Probably because she was just a kid. Just blame.
Maybe she doesn't have family. Easy to throw off the blame.
Maybe because they see her being so nice, she'll just take the fall for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah, she doesn't even argue
Poor
it.
fucking
Dude,
girl,
she's just
man.
like Historia. She looks just like a little girl Historia.
It's so sad, man. And this bullshit, you're free.
Fucking asshole, dude.
Ramsey, like you said.
Yeah. Dogs and archery.
And they took out her eye.
I have another little fun guess for the tree scene. I would guess maybe the tree looks how it does because it has parasites in it. Like
I was gonna point that out. Look how the tree grew.
like a foreign contaminant.
Well, it could
like
be a spine.
if something crossbreeds into an area that is not naturally inhabited, it can change, like mutate things around it. So
Yeah.
maybe the parasite mutated the tree.
Do you? Okay, I know
Look
this.
at it.
Thing, you know?
It's like a spine.
It's like what Will said. Will said it perfectly. It's a titan tree.
It literally is.
You know?
This is very random. And do you think that this? I feel stupid answering this because I feel like the answer is yes. But do you think that a lot of this is being inspired by like Norse mythology?
Yeah, I mean,
Because-
Ymir is a Norse name, so
And
yeah, for
the
Well-
giant tree, Yggdrasil, tree of life.
Yeah. Well, also Ymir is the first giant that's like the first Ymir in Norse mythology. Ymir is the first like creature, the first giant that's like created. That I'm pretty sure Odin and his siblings.
Kill it.
Or I'm sorry, that's not Odin's father. It's Odin's grandparents. Or it's Odin's like grandfather essentially, and they kill it. I'm pretty sure that they kill Ymir and break Ymir's body, and then make like the realms as we know it. But like, okay, sorry, that's a very kind of okay explanation. But like I'm bad with the names. The freezing world, the freezing realm, and Muspelheim.
Midgard.
Hohenheim.
No, not
Hohenheim.
Midgard.
It's Hohenheim. No, Jotunheim.
Jotunheim. No, Niflheim. Jotunheim is where the
Jotunheim's
giants.
ice. The ice world.
Isn't whatever. Comment and explain it. But the fire and the hot realms are the only things that exist, and they like the fire melts the water realm, and from the water is where Ymir is like born, and then that first giant has kids, and they have the Aesir and the frost giants, and then that makes fucking Odin, and then Odin kills them and makes the world. Whatever. It just feels related because it's got a big fucking tree and her name is Ymir.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know what it has to do. So she gets run out of town and chased into the woods, and she goes into the cave of the tree, falls down like a never-ending pit, then lands in water, and she's drowning to death. And as she's drowning,
There's the thing.
this
It's so weird.
parasite.
Look at that.
I mean, it literally looks like a nervous system.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. It was just so overwhelming to like. I don't even think I talked during this, but I couldn't even like process what was happening. So it connects to her.
But not like all of it. That thing was crazy
And then,
long.
Look at this thing.
The tree vanishes.
No, it crumbles because of her.
Oh
the
wow! I
size
never
of
even
her.
noticed that. I
She's
thought it
huge.
just disappeared.
Look at her. I mean, if she's all 9 titans, then she's easily
She's
at least
a
Barry
colossal.
Cole's height, right? And then this is crazy too. This is why I thought she was big too, because back in season 3, there was
Yeah,
a
she's
shot
big.
of her in this form. I always talked about that. I even put it in the thumbnail, and I said, "That's a pretty big titan. Is that what the founder really is?" And we kind of just never went back.
Where
to
do you
it.
see it in season 3?
It was the Rod Reese episode where he like reveals the truth. I can show you the picture, but it's the halfway mark, and it's all these people bowing to Ymir, and she's freaking.
Oh yeah,
huge,
she's
and
giant.
like,
Yes, I remember that.
And I was like, if that's what the real founding is, that's awesome.
She also doesn't have a face, which is really creepy.
Yeah.
She's
Skull.
just a skull with hair.
There's Eren's ribcage, except Eren's like deformed.
1,000 times.
Eren looks like the parasite that attached to her, but just a rib bone
I need
spine
to look
thing.
at it again. I need to look at that.
He looks amazing.
Definitely again. I didn't even see it. Does he even have a head?
We didn't
I
see
couldn't
it.
see
Oh
it.
yeah, we did.
Or is he literally just a...
Oh yeah, he's just
Yeah.
a skull
He was like
on a very long spine.
You remember the
What?
chocolate lady? That one. He's like that. He was just a smile head. I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Sweet.
I always hated it. I always hated it.
So this is crazy. So Marley's the heroes. They come in to try to stop a corrupt king.
And
Just
so
like Marley said.
Ymir built roads, bridge mountains, all
Yeah.
that stuff. So
Yeah.
Damn.
So Grisha's truth is close, but they're definitely the first offenders. That's the shot. That's the exact shot I saw. That is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Whoa. See, it's so hard. They did so much stuff really quickly, and there was almost like no voice narration from Ymir, so it was so much to take in.
Jesus.
So heads on spikes. That's
Historia.
obviously like a Historia shot. Dude, yeah. This was cool. I didn't say it just because like
It was
we
cool.
kind of predicted, but it was really cool that they are the Wall daughters. The daughter's named after, or the Wall's named after the daughter. Can't talk.
And so back then, Marley was the only bad people. This is the only people that they slaughtered. Was the Marleyans.
they said
no
that,
others.
I
It
mean,
might have just been tribes near each other.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
true.
that in fairness,
But you would think, like, you have this giant thing, the king would be like, all right, we're spreading out.
I mean, maybe
I mean,
they
they
did.
Look
clearly-
at Ragnar.
I mean, but they clearly did. Look at
Yeah.
they went from having a hut
Yeah,
and then
to a kingdom.
to a big cabin
A
to
very
a fucking
advanced civilization.
Yeah.
What it could be
Roman.
is maybe it's like a powerhouse of the world.
Yeah.
Maybe Marley's just like a big nation like China or Russia, like one that has a lot of resources, and they're the only contenders. Maybe that's how
yeah.
it is.
They ever going to explain the fucking minerals underneath
Probably.
paradise?
No.
Fuck it, whatever.
See, and that's also the reason why I don't know if it's alien. Is like we don't even know this world. Maybe it's just a parasite of
This
whatever
world, yeah.
whatever area we're in. But that's a lot of power.
But yeah, look,
Yeah,
they're
there's
building
a
aqueducts. I mean,
bridge.
they built,
Yeah. I mean, that's-
temples.
That's Greece.
Yeah, it looks
Or
like it,
Rome.
doesn't it? Dude, he looks cool in that armor.
I was starting to think those are her other daughters, but clearly not. Those are his other wives or something.
And some person tries to assassinate her or assassinate the king.
It's the
It's like one of the front, like
Spartans.
Spartan guard people.
A nation,
They're like
a
surrendering. I
nation they're
bet.
trying to bend the knee to.
Yeah.
And he said,
No.
I don't even know what that sound was that I just
Why
made.
would she take it for him?
Because she's a slave.
That's
She's
the Ackerman thing that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, maybe if Ackermans are like somewhat related to Titans, maybe they just inhabited the servant part.
Yeah.
Like just like
Yeah, he said multiply.
I don't know. Maybe the Ackermans are a nation. Maybe that. Okay, here's a new thing to throw out in the wind. We don't really. We were talking off screen. We don't know why there would be 9 Titans. Maybe the parasite just had a limit on how much it could produce, and the Ackermans are the remnants of when you don't get Titans anymore. You just get I don't know, like the lesser of I don't know. Like if you spread a gene too far, like in cloning and Star Wars,
Well, why?
you get like a defect.
It might not need to be that complicated because remember, the founding Titan / Ymir can
Manipulate genes.
genetically manipulate all Eldians. So that what
That's who they answer. That's
but
the answer.
that's the answer. So at one point they said they probably were like, man, we only get 9 Titan people. We should make a family of essentially normal humans that have like Titan strength, that's what the Ackermans basically are. They're just like they have like Titan physical abilities, but they're human forms.
But when Saber
other-
Saber was talking about who the founding can affect, it was only Eldians. And
They
I
are
thought
Eldians.
I thought Ackermans aren't Eldians.
No, they are.
Are you sure?
Okay, remember?
Because I thought your whole bit about Ackermans never getting a Titan is because they're not Eldian.
No, that was never my bit.
Oh.
But remember, what Mikasa was just in the past when he goes, "I am Eren
aliens.
Yeager, subjects of Ymir."
That's
Mikasa
true.
was there.
That's true. Oh
That
my
was
God.
wild. That was probably my favorite moment. That like, because it would be like they're in the normal world, like, flash,
Yeah.
and then they were in the paths.
Oh, they are alien. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. It's good.
I was gonna say maybe
I'm
it's
pretty-
because there's 9 races on this earth.
I don't know. Could
I
be.
don't know. I don't know at this point.
I will say also, I'm pretty sure I never said that about the Ackermans. I could be wrong, so someone can
I don't
fact check
know.
me or whatever.
I think it was something we were talking about. It might not.
No,
be.
I think you're right because I brought it up.
Yeah, I know we've been very confused on the Ackermans, but I always forget about the Saver part. How they said the founding can literally change people.
Genetics.
So, yeah. So,
Yeah, and then I wanted to bring up while we're on the top of that they can change genes. There's the whole thing about Grisha healed all of Paradise Island from a disease.
Yeah.
What is that
I
about?
think he's just a good
He's
doctor.
just a doctor.
It's just a doctor and doesn't have anything to do with Titans.
He
No,
just
well,
likes
you got-
saving people.
Well, you gotta remember too, like they don't have like modern medicine there. Like they're living like 1800s. He's like 1930.
Advanced, yeah.
So it's like
Okay.
he might have had like penicillin and they they didn't have it or something. I don't know.
Oxy.
They just had like heroin.
Weed. Just have
whatever.
weed. Grass.
So like that's Ymir witnessing her like line getting passed on.
And then they're
And
there.
if they die, feed their spines.
See, I hate this. I want this to go away. Just let me see the fucking...
Oh, there you go. So
What is that?
cart?
Oh, it is. It is the cart.
It literally looks like a dog.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's the
I would
attack.
say the attack. Yeah, female's right behind him.
Beast is over there. That's the beast. Or
Is that the attack? I think
Or is
Jaw's down below.
Founding?
Jaw's down below. Look at the hands. That's the jaw.
There's
That
the
we call it
Warhammer.
attack.
What is...
So cart, jaw,
Armor left, female, front,
armored, attack, Warhammer back there
Beast.
with the Warhammer.
beast on the right, and
Yeah.
then it's a colossal.
And I think that's
Colossal.
it. Those are awesome.
Okay, so maybe this, because of the genetic thing. Maybe it is just a natural limit. Maybe they realize that they can only have 9 Titan shifters. Like it just cuts off at 9. Like maybe they made the 9th ones, and then they're like, all right, have more kids and let's divide to make more Titan shifters, and it just didn't work. So they were like, okay. But then from there, the founding Titan made pure Titans and Ackermans. They were like, all right, well, we just need to have like fodder Titans, and so they just grabbed random like Eldian people that they wanted to use, manipulated their genes, made them into pure Titans that they can command completely and send to war. And then they're like, well, we need some like humans that can fight well too. And then they're like manipulated some Eldians to make the Ackerman family bloodline.
Yeah, that's why I
Maybe.
think it's probably the best option.
That's a lot more than 9 branches.
Oh yeah, then Ymir's just out here doing her
What is this wall?
heavy duty work.
Is she making the 3 walls?
No, she's making the 10 million Titans, the Colossals. That's what she's been up to
Oh.
all these years. She's been making freaking. And how does that work? Okay, another thing I forgot we never got answered. Why are they Colossals? If they're just pure Titans, how do they all become Colossals? Is that another
Because-
founding choice?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If the founding Titan can manipulate genetics and what they turn into, then they can make it whatever they want.
So then Eren doesn't even need to eat Armin. Like
No.
he can become a Colossal if he wants. He can probably what does he have? Warhammer. He can become. I mean, he already has the best ability. He doesn't need to become an armor.
Yeah, but the thing is that like the whole point of this is to protect Armin and Mikasa anyway. So he
Yeah.
like doesn't want to hurt them.
True.
We haven't even talked about Eren yet. Like the end of this
Oh,
episode.
yeah, that's the next piece. Frick. Actually,
That is so
that's
fucking
literally-
cool. That looks like a 70s sci-fi movie
Yeah.
thing.
It even feels like even earlier, like the 1940s sci-fi.
Yeah.
Big monuments. So yeah,
Damn, he says you're not a god.
Eren pleads to her to find some free will.
He grabs her.
He said he can like essentially help her.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not a god, you're not a slave. Like you're a person, just like everybody else.
Yeah. And we got the reason for the answer. It's to you in 2,000 years, and to you 2,000 years ago. Is Eren and Ymir talking to each other?
Yeah.
Or Eren basically being the substitute slave now?
I don't think it's Eren being substitute slave. I think it's Eren, like.
He asked her right then and there, have you been waiting for me?
Yeah, I think it's just that their connection of like this. She has been waiting here essentially for this moment forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you want to stay here for eternity? Zeke does his little
It's
dumb
right here.
run. He trips in the sand.
Were you the one who led me here?
Yeah. Because maybe it's her, like, will that she's, like, that's been suppressed for freedom. Because she's been a slave the whole time. That's really guided Eren the whole way.
Oh. It's funny. You would think Ymir, if she had any will of her own, would want to kill all of the Eldians. And not
Yeah.
protect all the Eldians, you know?
That
Well,
could
she
be-
wants...
This
Well,
girl.
you-
Well,
Poor
then
girl.
her kids are Eldian too.
Oh my god. Well, you gotta remember she wants to free, like, everyone in her, like, bloodline, essentially. But yeah, so...
Can people see that, or
That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know.
is that
I mean, clearly it all happened so fast because
What is it coming from? What is
his
it?
body?
his body. Move the thing.
Can you press B?
No, I have to let it.
Yeah, look, it's coming from his body.
It's
So-
connecting from his spine. So it lives in his spine, this parasite.
Oh yeah, I just saw his legs are right there.
So did it come out of his back and form to his head so that
Yes.
the connection could reach Zeke?
Yes. I think so.
So it's all three of them working together, like,
Ymir and
Ymir's-
Eren and Zeke.
I guess. Ew.
His
That's
Yeah,
the creepiest part.
maybe you can't see it. Because that's the same scene we already saw, unless this is like the very next thing after that scene and it whips out and jumps into the head.
Well, yeah, you gotta remember, they lived out, like, years in this, like, paths world.
Yeah.
And
And going through Grisha's memories too.
and doing all that, and this happened in an instance.
Okay.
Instant.
So all those
Instantaneous.
little arms just reached and grabbed Zeke in that little moment, that little quick flash.
Do we think Zeke is dead?
Light bursts. I don't know. Maybe the founding is Zeke mixed with Eren. Maybe
Yeah,
they
maybe
become
he,
one
like,
the same.
melded into him.
Holy crap! Then the walls collapsed.
Oh my god.
The cart fell.
Dude, look at
Who
the sky.
fell into the mess? The cart
Flock,
fell. The
maggot.
maggots go down.
Yeah,
Damn it, he did.
Flock.
Flock.
You all were just fuck you.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Alright, there's a strong chance those three might be dead.
That's what I was so blown away by. Is this is just the wall in Shiganshina. This is not everything.
Yeah,
But then later on, they go
turned around.
Wall Maria.
Dude, this is
Wall Maria fell.
This is the small section.
It's a
the
nipple.
The freaking walls loop so far beyond the horizon.
Yeah.
Like the what is it? The 300 kilometers or whatever
Mhm.
that people have on the map. I don't even know how big. That's like bigger than when I put that on the little European map. That was like all Europe.
How many football fields is that?
300 kilometers? Dude, that's, like, more than I can fathom at this
Really?
Yeah, what-
Holy fuck.
I don't even know what that would be. I mean,
Well, a kilometer is, like, close to a mile, and there's probably a mile's 1,800 feet.
Adam.
A football field's 300 feet.
our middle school, the drive to get to the front that you turn into, I think that's a kilometer.
Shit.
So 300 of those.
Yeah.
I think. So Colossals have burst open. Gabby's so far safe. Reiner was going for her. Whoa.
There's Eren.
Is that?
Yes.
Oh, that's Eren.
Yeah, see? He's,
Ain't no way Gabby should have survived that.
He's
It's not even
literally...
in his Titan form. It's just from his body.
He's literally the
Look, it
pause
says-
this. What's it say?
Coming into contact with something.
According to legend, the founder Ymir attained the power of the Titans when coming into contact with something. For generations, her blood and powers were passed down by the Eldians.
That is the creature right there, and that's its head.
Are you sure? You sure that thing down
Look,
there?
it says pathogen up there, question mark.
No, that's yeah. Pathogen. That's the head down there.
I know, but that's a
is
zoom in
that?
on its head, I feel like. That's got to be the head up there, not that. Because that's what was near Ymir.
What the
I don't know,
fuck?
dude.
And that's got to be like a heart or brain
what
there.
exactly is a pathogen? A parasite? What is a pathogen against? That's like a sickness, right? Like a disease. A pathogen.
There's another word
Pathogens
there.
get into your system.
There's another word
Googling
right here.
it.
I can't read it.
Leave us a comment. What's a pathogen? But we're gonna figure it out in the next 20 seconds.
Bacteria,
Yeah.
virus, or other microorganism that can cause disease. Yeah.
Do you see
Which,
that?
AKA, can be a parasite.
Do you see that?
20 weeks later.
Pathogen question mark underneath all those subtitles. There's a 3-letter word. Is it God? I think it says God question mark.
Oh, yeah. I think it's just drawing the analogy that, like, we're saying. Oh, whoa, go back. Whoa, sorry. Look at that. Sorry, I just missed the image. We got to see exactly where the shape of it is. Hold on.
Oh, is he turning into it, essentially?
That's what I think is happening.
Oh, yeah. Like, he literally became, like, the parasite.
So look, it shows. That's her head right there. That's my bad. Look, so that is the stem, right? Following up. Because that's her, right? That's her whole body.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And then-
shit.
And then the circle is a zoom in of whatever the hell that is. Unless they're talking about this being like
Goes into
the
your
blood
rectum.
cells. Like it's your blood cell.
Goes into your rectum.
Nice, Will. Nice. Is that what it actually
Shit, I
is?
didn't-
I don't
see
know.
that.
It's aiming towards the butt.
I don't know. I don't know what we're looking at. Sorry, I just wanted to go back real quick. Oh, look at all the spiny back pieces. Well, it's not
So
the
is
Warhammer Day.
Eren leading these colossal?
Yeah.
What?
What the shit?
It looks like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
Exodia?
No.
I don't know.
That's something like that. That's Eren's ass
Yeah, that's a pelvis. Is that his legs, the little red part?
big-
down in there.
how big the chest is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna be like Rod Reese.
He's definitely
Bigger.
than Rod Reese. You know, like they have those like videos comparing things heights. I want to see like
Yeah.
one like somebody
Godzilla.
somebody should make one that. Yeah,
My
dude, he
gosh.
literally is bigger
That's
than
from
the
the intro.
Colossals.
That's the intro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's
I mean,
not a
the
cage,
it
it's
is
him.
the size of it. It's just wild because I guess I didn't think of the size because you just see the colossals below.
Fuck.
Wouldn't it be slow? I mean, I guess it's fast. It's just see that's the thing. It looks so slow, but if something that big is moving that fast, I mean that has to be booking it, right?
No, it's not that it's booking it. It's that its steps are ginormous.
Yeah.
So that, but like you know how like monsters look slow,
Oh yeah, because they're taking
but they're
big
moving
steps.
such a distance in
Yeah.
that.
Why-
Yeah, why can't she hear him?
I don't understand why Mikasa can't hear. Is it just because it's so loud? Yeah.
The literal rumbling where you can't communicate with one another. I mean, Beratold shakes the earth when he walks, and we saw in the intro one step like knocked buildings down all around it.
So like 10 million of these fuckers
It's
or whatever,
earthquakes.
just doing it.
I feel like they shouldn't be able to stand though. Like you know, when an earthquake happens, you can feel like trembling in your feet.
Yeah.
But like this is like right at your doorstep, so I feel like you shouldn't even be able to like
Well, yeah, you're saying that they should crack the earth.
either
pretty drastically.
crack the earth, or these guys should be falling off the building right now.
Yeah.
Like they shouldn't even
Or
be
these
able to come in
buildings should
proximity.
crumble.
Yeah,
Good
everything
God.
around it. You want to talk about color palettes? I like today's episode.
This.
The rumbling.
Yes, yeah.
The red
The
colors.
grim, yeah.
Feels like hell just entered.
Yes.
Or it's like dog rounds and zombies.
Mm.
Fetch me their souls.
So Eren literally he'll say it in a minute, but like he literally wants to level the fucking planet. Like he
Mhm.
wants to crush everything.
Hear me, subjects of Ymir.
I am Eren Yeager.
Yeah. I am the enemy Willie was talking about. Hi. Using the Founding Titan's ability.
It's like he's like the villain from the Ghost Rider. We are many.
My goal is to protect the people
So
of
he's now a
Paradise.
Titan.
The place I was born, there's Keith, there's the Jaegerists, and
People of Marley.
Sasha's family, Marley. Well, however, I want to exterminate. The world wants to
Flock.
exterminate my people, not just on the island, but everywhere. I assume they will not stop until every last subject of Ymir is dead. This is literally like what I was saying. Like
That is so fucking
I will
awesome.
enact my free will by stealing everybody's free will. That's what
Yeah.
he said from being a kid.
Yeah.
Like I took their free will because they tried to take mine.
Until every last life had
Correct,
wiped
dude.
out beyond our shores. So
He's taking self-defense to the most extreme.
Oh,
is
yeah.
what's happening.
he's like preemptive, preemptive striking the whole
Yeah.
planet. So okay, here's my thing. So does he plan on killing like? I mean, I guess there's no way to not kill the other Eldians, like the ones around the world, like
Yeah.
the one because they showed like you saw
Yeah.
like Annie's father and other people,
You think Annie heard this too?
probably
With all this
I would
crumbling, you would
imagine.
think she probably broke out.
yeah.
Well,
I'd imagine.
Like, yeah, this is where I wonder where the show will go next, because how do you deal with this? Is it as easy as you can just go and slice Eren's nape at the top, like and get Mikasa up there?
It's gonna have to.
You
be,
gotta go through bone now, not just flesh.
Oh well, it's gonna have to be Armin, Annie, Reiner.
Zeke,
Pete.
if he's still alive.
I don't think so. Not that I think he's dead, but I think
Or they
he
morph.
is. I think he is stuck with Eren now at this point. So
Zeke.
Like what Annie and Eren were doing.
yes, when they were like
season
melding
one,
together in season
when they were
one.
melding together.
Even
It's
though
probably
people-
happened.
Even though people said that was not canon and not really part of the story,
Too
but I
bad,
think
guys.
Don't
It's
buy
canon.
it.
It was in the show.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, don't buy
If
it.
that's not canon, or if that's not canon, then I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say the OVAs are canon. I don't know what I'm saying.
But yeah, so I mean, at this point, the only option we have is for Armin, Mikasa. You know, maybe Levi gets healed by this. Maybe Eren was like snap and healed anybody that's injured at the end, and
we didn't even see
Levi
or what's Hanji in that.
Do you not think it's hard because I don't know how much Eren knows anymore of the future? Like, it's hard to know where his knowledge is limited because, like, I think we were talking on not on the camera, trying to figure out like to what degree does Eren know things. And I think our analogy was that we came to the conclusion of, for My Hero, spoiler, there's a guy who can see the future, but he can't really see
it's in fragments.
He can't see it play out. It's like chunks. You see like pictures, and you can have a general idea. Okay, caves, Grisha. I see me whispering, so I'm probably going to be there at that moment. Thousand Colossals. Okay, I'm probably going to end up doing that, but you don't know to fill in the gaps.
That's what Grisha said.
Like Gabby shooting off his head. He might not have known that's how it's going to occur.
That's what Grisha said at the beginning of this episode. He said, "Why didn't he show me everything?"
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Eren can only see the memories he sends back to himself. So like he's not gonna send like the memory of him having to shit one day, but he's gonna send like the moment that him and Zeke encountered. Like I would assume that when he touched Historia's hand, he in the future sent a memory to the past of him touching or doing the stuff with Grisha and all that in that moment. You know what I mean? So he has to actively send a memory to somebody for it to work. For it
to be fair,
see.
He can still also do all of this now in his form. Like, if he's untouchable for an episode or two, and he has god powers of what Zeke's able to do, he can do it as he's do it as he's doing the rumbling. If he's everything right now, he can do it right now. Like, he can do the full control of everything we've ever talked about from this moment going forward.
Man.
Okay, Flock, Magath, and the cart fell. One third of those has to be dead.
But we saw the Magath. We saw Peak and Flock in the paths.
Okay. I don't want Magath to die though. That'd be really lame.
He's
Maybe
not
the cart
Eldian.
saves him.
He's not an Eldian, and Eren's trying to kill everybody. So
True.
I really have to pee.
Go pee real quick.
you've peed like 3 times.
He's nervous.
Yep.
The new piss seat has been nominated
That whole thing is the
by
best
Will and Sam. Nope, this is not the piss seat. This is not the piss seat. That is the piss seat. I guess also while we're here, stay tuned if you're on Discord to see when we drop maybe a Twitch stream. Come check us out. I'll be planning on watching or playing through Attack on Titan again. So tune in. We can talk parasites or something. I don't know. Don't spoil. That's not fun. While Adam's pissing, I'll just say to get this out of the way for how I'm feeling about it now after talking. I like this episode more than the first two. So episode 1 and 2 of this half. I'd put it right there as third, or I guess it's middle now. How many have we watched? 5?
5, you said.
I would say Grisha's episode is my favorite so far. I would say Eren getting his head decapitated was the one right below it. I would say this is at the middle. This is the third, and then the first 2 are interchangeable. I have to rewatch them.
I'm with you.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, same.
Before we started talking, I was feeling like it was a lower. Because I was very unsure, but I think talking through it with you guys helped me like it a bit more.
Yeah. Hopefully you stuck through to this point, to where we're all a little comfortable. I mean, I still kind of feel a little... I mean, I feel better than I did when we initially ended.
Yeah.
But I do feel a lot better. This was, like... I feel like it's middle of the pack of the episodes we've gotten so far in the second half of the season.
I guess I want to ask for anyone who hasn't really stayed tuned to our conversations about this kind of stuff, because we've been talking about a lot of this stuff that we got today in prior videos, and if you've tuned in, you might not have got all of it because we do hour-long post-talks, so I'm sure many of you miss. But for anyone who stayed recently, and you didn't know any of our theories going in, you saw this for the first time, what were your take-ins? Because this would be, assuming you hadn't come to our same conclusions, what was your feelings like seeing this parasites, Romans versus Vikings, Ymir giving birth to the 3-walled children. I don't know how to describe that, but any better.
Yeah.
Dracula forcing them to eat her. How do you feel about that? Did you guess any of it? if you didn't guess any of it, how do you feel? Is like, I guess what I want to know.
Yeah, did you forget that was like blindsided or anything like that? All right, so my question now: where are y'all feeling on like I was kind of down with Eren in the beginning because I knew that he wasn't siding with Zeke, even when it was like supposed that he was, and then when he we assumed that he was going to do a mini rumbling. I was like, okay, like I'm with that. That makes sense. And then we saw the Grisha thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel a little less comfortable with what Eren's doing. And now here, this is where like Eren loses me. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, any sane normal human being is going to say, yeah, that's not okay. You can't go and wipe out. You can't commit genocide and wipe out the rest of the planet because you're trying to protect your people. That's not okay.
I will say a brutal truth. First of all, I am with you right now. What's crazy about Eren's character, and why I still think to this day he's relatable to like most, is the same thing with Bakugo for My Hero for a lot of people. Is he's a character who inhabits sometimes the worst of human nature. Like when you are upset with somebody, like I'm sure many people have had thoughts where you see something happen wicked on TV or upset and it pisses you off, and you're like, man, I'd kill that person right now because of what they've done to somebody. Like you see horrible things happen to children on TV by horrible people, and you're like, I want that person dead. Like, but you never have that power, and there's punishment that comes with it, so your moral character steps in, you say, I'm not gonna do it, I got family. Like, Eren's like that type of person that doesn't have those boundaries. Like, he doesn't have those restrictions because of his extreme sense of free will. He doesn't have to abide by a god to question him. He doesn't have to abide by laws because he is the lawmaker. So it's kind of a hard-hitting thing, which I would beg to have people check themselves, is like, if you were a god, what does it matter? Would you go through with something like this? Because it's evil to us because that's how law works when you have a universal set of moral codes.
Yeah.
But when you are the one who gets to decide how the world operates, would you feel justified in doing what you do because you are now the judge of the world?
Yeah.
Sorry, but I've been feeling that recently about Eren, and it's like kind of wild because the thoughts are so out of body, so it's kind of hard to relate to Eren nowadays.
Oh yeah.
But I'm trying to like get why somebody could go through with this. That's how I would be able to understand why. I'm not for him right now.
Yeah,
I'm not a god.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a god with a wrath.
I'm split. I don't agree with the decision, but he's the main character, so I love him.
Yeah, but like at this point, like
Doesn't even have an option at this point because he already fucked up everything at last part.
It's also like that weird conversation. Like people, I think the consensus across the globe is,
Eren's the main bad guy.
well, maybe there are people out there that feel like a utopia is possible to reach in humanity, but I feel like realists understand that there will always be issue. Pixis literally said it in season 1. If there are two, maybe, or season 3 maybe, as long as there's two people on Earth, there will always be conflict to some degree, even if it's small. Like, it's just a natural human trait to have conflict.
Whoa, you're not me.
yeah,
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
That's an ugly ass mustache right there.
Mhm.
I don't like people with mustaches.
Yeah.
Like, there will always be beef to some degree with people. And so I guess in Eren's mind, he could justify it in being like, it's really like Ultron too. Like, if there is a lack of people, there's no issue. Or if there's a lack of people oppressing my people, there's no issue. It's Killmonger's type of ideology. It's
Thanos.
Zeke's ideology to some degree, because Zeke wanted to cleanse Eldians so that the rest of the world could be happy with peace. Eren wants to do the opposite and make Eldians have that peace, but Eldians will still hate each other because they fight amongst themselves all the time. Jean and Eren fight amongst themselves. There'll always be strife.
I just think at this point for me, I'm just pulling for like, this is where I hope that Reiner plays the role that Eren, like maybe Eren is doing this whole like, I'll be the bad guy thing so that
You can be the good guy.
so he can accomplish his goal, but then let Reiner be
The hero.
the hero, like the helos that has been brought that this world currently needs that they talked about in the first part of this season. You know, like
Why Reiner?
They feel like they're the
Because
same person.
Reiner.
they're the same person, I don't know.
I mean, they kind of are the same person. Why Reiner? I mean, I don't know why Eren picked Reiner specifically, or why he feels the need to, allow him to do it.
Are you saying he picked him mainly because of he didn't go after him in the earlier part, or is this something else?
I don't know. I'm not. I don't have a real reason as to why. I mean,
It could be just setting up the Eldians to have a good life afterwards.
yeah.
It's hard because I don't know if other people that aren't Eldian will exist after this, but if not every person in the world is killed after this, and Reiner or somebody like that does a Helos and kills Eren,
But
they could be the unifying group of everyone.
yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Not that I have necessarily a reason as to why pick Reiner, but like Reiner could be the one that is the hero of the world, the one that even though Eren won, the person to defeat Eren was Reiner, and now we can champion Reiner. Reiner can lead us into a peaceful new age, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing. I'm assuming, I just don't understand why, he tells Reiner, no, not yet, in the first part of the season.
Yeah.
I'll give you your chance eventually, but
If there's
not
something
now.
he has to fulfill.
Yeah. And I don't think he's done it yet at this point.
Sorry, this is already a long video, but another thing I just wanted to touch on because we haven't really talked about it. Falco, he has to play some big role, right?
Yes. He's now the Jaw.
I was laughing because we've been talking for a while, and I think people are wondering why we wonder if he's going to be a bird titan. His name's Falco.
Like a bird.
Yeah.
He's almost a falcon. I feel like that's pretty
He also literally the first moment we
gonna
met
say
him,
that.
he talks about flying. He's
And he has a
"Man,
sword.
He's reaching at a bird. He's talking about flying.
Flying.
The entire outro is about him.
Yeah.
With birds.
With birds.
And his name's Falco.
His name's Falco.
The second episode has that guy that looks like Hitler joking. He knows all about all the 9 Titans. Says, "Hey, do we have a bird? A flying
Flying
titan?"
one.
Yeah. That's why.
It's there.
Go back to the beginning of season 4 to
We've all felt very strongly that Falco was gonna get one of the Titans.
Yeah.
Whether it be Reiner or whoever. But now that he has one, he's probably gonna be a bird titan, which will come in handy. One, because you get to fly above rumbling that moves on the earth.
Why would he become a bird titan though if he's the Jaw?
Yeah,
I
our
don't-
coworker brought that up because the beast is the only one that we think can choose what it looks
But why
like.
does Galliard and Porco become a lion? Why do they have a skull mask? And the one in that one actually looked more like Ymir, our Ymir,
Mm-hmm.
where it was just
I don't
kind of
know.
like a nude.
Well,
nudie
but I mean,
butt.
but the whole thing is the reason it has a mask is because it has the sharp teeth to, nut crack.
Yeah, but I don't get
nutcrackers.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get why both the Porco brothers or whatever their names are had that, and then Ymir just got sharp teeth. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the beaks are the teeth. Every beak is a tooth.
But I mean, they could just strap him on ODM gear, and that's his vision of flying. Really,
Yeah.
he doesn't realize it's ODM gear, but you know what I mean.
That's all be cool.
It'd be really
have
cool to
griffin
see
or
a
something.
fucking flying titan.
Or what's the creature that's a lion that flies? Is that a griffin?
It's a griffin.
Like that. Have the Porco stuff, but also be able to fly. It's but
He
I'm
needs.
just trying to be practical because how we're gonna fight the
Maybe he
Colossus?
eats
Zeke.
Zeke. Maybe he eats Zeke. If you can take on, if
Yeah.
Eren can take on multiple
Yeah.
Titan forms, maybe,
Okay.
maybe that. Dude, what if the whole point of this too? Maybe Reiner or Falco's goal is to return all the Titan shifters to one, because Eren showed that you can collect them. Remember, because earlier on we talked back in
It wasn't just
season,
Eren, it was Grisha too.
True. In season 4, we were talking about, in the beginning of season 4, we were talking about maybe Eren's goal, because we weren't sure what
gather
he was
them all.
wanting, is to gather them all. But maybe he's doing it as the bad guy and then collecting everything other than what's left for Falco or Reiner to complete it and then end Titan reign forever, so that the Eldians, after the rest of the world is already dead, can just live out normal lives and not have to worry about Titan warfare.
And maybe the purpose of having 9 is because the first one helped create aqueducts and whatever. Maybe it's to help with prosperity after nuking the world.
Yeah.
I mean, they're essentially going to be nuking the world and ruining everything. Crops, buildings, etc.
Everything.
But then in the
You're
gonna-
outro,
well, you're
it
gonna
shows
do, like, a
everything
hard
growing
reset.
back again. Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's what I mean,
burning.
but you're creating
Hard
a hard
reset
reset where you lose plumbing. You start back
Yeah.
at really
Ground
crap.
floor,
Maybe
zero.
the founding can do like build it all from its back. I don't know, like do something that makes it work.
Yeah.
I think we said our favorites on screen so far, but well, you said you had two other things you wanted to talk about before we wrapped up.
The one was where everyone was feeling about Eren or what we want at this point.
Okay.
I don't really remember if I had anything else. I don't know. This has been a really confusing episode for us, so if you stuck around this far,
I think this is our best reaction episode, hands down.
Reaction? What do you mean?
I just enjoyed this reaction, this
Okay.
discussion.
Okay, I'd say discussion-wise, it was a great one.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like I didn't really talk during the episode itself because I was trying to just make sure I.
That
figured out
doesn't
what's
matter.
happening.
I mean, they bitch at us for talking during the episode.
It's true.
I talked way
Not
too
everybody,
much.
but yeah.
Who cares?
Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content. Leave a comment down below about what you thought about our thoughts. Did they line up with yours? Do you think your theories are accurate? Do you think our theories are accurate? If you are a manga reader, we don't want to know your theories.
No.
I'm sorry. You can leave your comment with the spoiler, enter, whatever you want to say. We'll read it when the show's done.
Oh, fuck.
And until next week, we'll see you then. Rumbling, punch it!
Bah! Comment if you made it all the way to the end.